Hello, everybody. It is Mike's Talks and Thoughts here, back with another video today. And today I'm going to be doing a tier list for one of my favorite comedies of all time. I've been waiting to get around to this one. That 70's Show. Now, that 70's Show is a show that I saw quite a while ago. Um, but I still come back to it time to time and rewatch scenes and episodes, and I absolutely just love this series. It's just so funny, so great. Just a bunch of stoners living in the 70's. It's like it brings back the glory days, as people say. I didn't grow up in the 70's, but this was actually a perfect time for like my dad's generation, because my dad was like the same age, or was the same age as all the characters were in the show at the time. So, yeah, I thought that he would really connect with this show. But yeah, it's just a great show, whether you're older or younger. It's just a great, relatable show. So, yeah, we're going to get started here with the characters. So, first up here, we have Hyde's real dad. So, we meet Hyde's real dad in season 7. I think he's okay. I'm going to put him in the C tier. We don't really get to see much of him, but he is just a nice, cool presence. Of course, he gives Hyde the record store, which is a big part in the later seasons. But yeah, I think he was always a solid character. He had some good funny moments, especially with Kitty and Red. But yeah, I'm gonna put him in the C tier, just kind of in the middle. Next tier we have Donna, and for me, Donna is gonna go. I'm gonna put her in the C tier as well. She's probably high C to low B, but I'm gonna put her in the C tier. To me, she is the worst of the main group members from the circle. She's the my least favorite character. I mean, Donna's all right, but she's probably the least funniest, I think, of all the characters. But of course, her and Eric's relationship is uh, a dominant factor in the story throughout most of the series. So of course she plays a crucial role throughout the entire series. But yeah, for me, she's gonna go in the C tier. Now next up here we have Fez, and Fez is a fan favorite, and I love Fez. Fez is S tier. Fez can just deliver one line of dialogue, and it will be so funny. Fez is so awesome. For people who don't know, Fez actually stands for foreign exchange student, even though it's spelled FEZ. Um, but yeah, you get to see how Fez meets the entire group, and that scene is hilarious. And just anything that Fez says is funny. Just the way he delivers his lines. Wilmer Valderrama is just such a great actor. And yeah, S tier. Next up here we have Midge, and rest in peace Tanya Roberts. That was a crazy story that happened last year with her. But yeah, I'm gonna put her in the B tier. I think she was solid. Of course, Midge leaves the show middle of the way because she actually left because she wanted to go and take care of her husband. Her husband was sick, so yeah, they kind of wrote her off the show. But then you see her come back a little bit. Of course, when Donna goes to California, and yeah, I think she's a solid B tier character. Just very stupid humor comes from Midge. Just that's kind of her mainly her characters that she's just uh, kind of dumb. Next year we have the real Lori, because at the back end of this tier list we have uh, the actress that they used to replace Lori with. I'm gonna put Lori in B tier, and then I'm gonna put this Lori in F tier. Like, this is not Lori. This is the only person I think of when I think of Lori. Of course, Lori had some crazy, crazy moments, especially with Kelso and Eric. Just like she was just kind of crazy. But yeah, she always had some funny moments. Of course, like her burns. Like when her and Eric are going and just trying to burn each other. Um, And then Hyde and Lori also have some great funny moments. She just has really good interactions with all the other characters. Nothing about her character is really that memorable. Like all you really know is that she's like pretty much just a whore. Like that's pretty much her whole character. But like, um, she just has some great interactions with Eric and his friends. Next up here we have Jackie, and I'm gonna put Jackie in the B tier. I think Jackie's solid. Again, she's probably gonna be my second least favorite of the main group. Either her or Eric is my second least fave. But yeah, I think Jackie's a very solid character. Of course, she dominates a lot of the story in the later half. Of course, she kind of bounces around from everyone. First she's with Kelso, then she goes to Hyde, then goes to Fez. It's like she's kind of all over the place. But yeah, she has some great interactions, great to the group. And yeah, it's crazy to think that Mila Kunis was only 14 years old when she auditioned for that 70's show. So yeah, put her in the B tier. Now next up here we have this fucking dude. Oh my god, bro. Fucking Randy, F tier. I'm not really that much of a hater as most people are on Randy, but like they try and made him like a mix of like Eric and Kelso because of their departure in the 8th season, and like it just doesn't work at all. He doesn't have any funny lines. He doesn't really contribute much to the story. I wasn't a fan at all of him and Donna's relationship. So yeah, he's gonna go in the F tier. Just nothing about his character is memorable at all. The only thing he's remembered for is being what made that 70's show season 8 so bad. Next tier we have Eric. And again, I'm going to put Eric on the B tier. I think him and Jackie are pretty similar for me and how much I think that their character brings to the show. But of course, Eric is if you had to give a main character of the show, it is Eric. Eric's kind of like the glue that holds his friend groups together. It's kind of crazy. Even like when he leaves the show in season 8, they're still hanging out like at his house in his basement, which is kind of just weird. Like in real life, that just wouldn't happen. But yeah, Eric was great, of course. His departure really just took the show downhill, and it was great to see him come back in the finale, though. That was great. I don't think Eric was one of the best, but of course, like, just you needed him there to keep the show going because he's the one that held everyone in the group together. Next here we have Hyde, and Hyde is awesome. Hyde is one of the best characters for me. I'm gonna put Hyde in S tier. I think he's great. Great. His circle talks are some of the funniest in TV. Just like the way he kind of thinks when he's high is just kind of crazy, and like his interactions with Foreman and Kelso, especially with Kelso. Him and Kelso have great on-screen chemistry, just of making a scene really funny. So yeah, I'm gonna put Hyde in the S tier. Next tier we have Bob. I think Bob's gonna go C tier. Of course, he has some great funny moments, but I think that is mainly elevated by Red. Red, anytime he like talks to Bob, is just hilarious. But yeah, Bob is C tier. He kind of reminds me a lot of Donna, just kind of there for most of the series, but not really funny on his own. He kind of needs another character to elevate his performance, but he's still solid. Nothing bad against him at all, so C tier. Next tier, we have Angie, which is Hyde's sister and Kelso's girlfriend in season 7. I think she's D tier. Kind of at the point when the show was going downhill, they introduced her and didn't really bring much to the story at all. Didn't really care for her character at all. So just D tier for me. Next up here we have Kelso. And I really want to put Kelso on the S tier, but I think he's going to go high A. He's a very high A. He's very close to S, though. Kelso is great. One of the funniest characters. Again, just like with Midge, just very dumb, naive character. Just like his interactions with all the members of the group are hilarious. Like I said, I think him and Hyde have the best character interactions on screen. It's just so funny. And of course, when he leaves in season 8, it really takes a downward spiral. But yeah, Kelso, great character, A tier. Next year we have Kitty, and Kitty for me, I'm gonna put her in the C tier, but she's very close to going on D tier. Out of all the main characters, like of the group, she is my least favorite. So she's probably my least favorite in C tier. I just don't really like Kitty. I don't think she's that funny at all. I can't stand her laugh. I think she's just really annoying at points. Like all she really does is just care for Eric. Most of the series, like again, Red elevates her so much. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna put her in the C tier. Next tier we have probably the funniest side character in any TV show of all time, Leo. Leo is S tier. Leo is like might be the best character in the whole show. Like, and he's a side character. That is saying something. Like when you're not even in a majority of the scenes, but you were just so funny. Like anytime Leo's in a scene, you laugh. Like any episodes that Leo's in, you know it's gonna be a good time. And honestly, he was the reason that season 8 like even like was somewhat afloat. Like even though season 8 was so bad, like any of the Leo moments were still hilarious in season 8. Just Tommy Chong, he's so great, of course. All his personality deals with being a stoner. And yeah, him and Hyde have some great interactions. A great fatherly figure to Hyde before he finds his actual father. But yeah, Leo, great S tier. Next year we have Brooke, and Brooke definitely has a big part in the series. With Kelso, of course, she has a baby with Kelso. I think she's gonna go on the B tier. I think she was a really solid side character. But yeah, nothing really too special, of course. I'm just gonna put her in the solid B tier. Not much to say about her. And finally, my favorite character from the show, Red Foreman. Red Foreman is S tier. Dumbass, I'm gonna put my foot in your ass. Just so funny. Red, anytime he says that to anyone, it's funny. Like it's just, he is so great. Like, and you can relate to him so much. Like just being that strict parent. But yeah, he is just so great. One of the best characters in TV history for me. Red Foreman is definitely up there. So yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna recap here. So in S tier we have Fez, Hyde, Leo, and Red. In A tier we have Kelso. In B tier we have Midge, Lori, Jackie, Eric, and Brooke. C tier we have Hyde's dad, Donna, Bob, and Kitty. D tier we have Angie. F tier we have the fake Lori and Randy. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this tier list. Let me know in the comment section any more tier lists you want me to do. I have some big videos planned to come out in the future. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy, and peace out.